What's good, everyone? Today we're going to be reviewing these NASDAQ longs. Okay, we're going to be diving into these NASDAQ longs that I took at the first of the month. I was initially looking for some shorts. Price action is very bearish, but this long ended up playing out way better. So here I am entering my first position. It did take me two entries. This initial position, as I am looking at it, I'm noticing that my risk to reward was really bad. And so as we dive in deeper, you guys can see here that I close that initial entry. I highlight where I really wanted to enter, which is that 5 minute imbalance. Now, recording and doing everything at the same time obviously caused some delays. So I cut myself some slack there on today's entry. I usually don't like to take two entries to get this one or a better risk to reward. I usually just leave it, but the first entry was going to be either like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, and it didn't make sense for me. I only take 1 to 5s, 1 to 6s or above. So you guys can see that we've highlighted this bullish order flow. All I'm pointing out here is just the bullish order flow. I entered off a 5 minute, and now I'm following price action or the order flow on the 1 minute. We're noticing imbalances. Notice the order block to the downside that we had. Okay, notice how we're respecting these points. We tapped into the order block at the low point, and now we're respecting that bullish imbalance. And that's honestly what I like to see is bullish order flow, right? Bullish order flow, super clean. And a lot of people would get a little bit discouraged with price doesn't leave their area right away, but this is key right here. Maintaining cool and following your plan all the way through. My plan was to take those equal highs out, or for price to take those equal highs out where I initially wanted to sell. Notice that that's my new take profit, right? So instead of selling there, I'm going to just take profit there. Price is pulling away now. Initial target would have been here. You know, if you're more of a new trader, I'd recommend that initial target to be something that you practice on taking partials. More seasoned traders can hold full volume, but not a lot of new people will understand this piece. And maybe some people will get offended, but I believe that when you're first starting, you should learn how to pay yourself. Right? I know people want to hold and get these huge trades, but it comes with time and experience. So again, just watching price action at this point. When I'm in a trade, I usually don't just sit there and stare at price. At this moment, I'm probably like this isn't a live voice of the recording. Obviously, I'm just voicing over the recording itself. So at this moment, I was either like drinking some tea or whatever. But I like to give my trade rooms and glance at it like maybe 2-3 minutes in between, 4 or 5 minutes in between. Sometimes I will be pretty busy and I won't be home, and I'll have to give it the rest of the time. I'll maybe have time to enter the trade and then go break even, and then it's either going to break even or take profit. Right? So now again, I'm just pointing out the bullish order flow. I'm looking at this bullish imbalance. I'm looking at this bullish order block, and I'm noting that all of these areas are being respected. We are utilizing all of these areas to move price higher. And you can see how price action struggles to get to these areas, right? Every time we tap into an imbalance, we reject. Every time we tap into a order block, we reject. And this is the 1 minute time frame. And I want you guys to look at the right hand side. Okay, that is the 1 hour candle. Okay, notice that 1 hour candle opened at 10 a.m. That is also the 4 hour open. This is my 4 hour model. Not that I'm in the trade for 4 hours, but this is the model that I like to trade. It's at 10 a.m. or after 10 a.m. I look at the 4 hour candle that just opened, and I asked myself, where do I see this candle closing or targeting? And you guys can see that was initially myself. So there we are. We tapped into our area. GG's. I called it a day after that, and probably gonna call it a week. So you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Hope you learned something. Talk to you guys soon.